All right. Well, hello everyone. This is Iryna Business Yoga here with you. And today I'm a little bit earlier with you than usual because, I have just about half an hour before the doors of this lovely Hilton conference room will open, and we will have the last week of our mindfulness program with Avery Dennison. And I will really miss Mondays with this lovely team because we have had such a wonderful journey. And in fact, it's been such a success that I am having the second session in June and probably the third one in September. And I'm thinking about another session for those based in Amsterdam and those of my students or those of you who would like just to join me in that 4 weeks mindfulness journey outside of your work. But I will share more about that later. For now, I would like to share with you something that really made me rethink why I think about certain things in a certain way and really start looking differently at what my mind can do to me, and not a good thing. All right, so it is a 3-to-1 ratio, and I see first people joining. Hey, hello, good morning, happy Monday. So 3-to-1 ratio is coming from Barbara Fredrickson, and she's a positive psychology expert who said, you know what, based on studies, based on science, it takes us 3 positive experiences to forget 1 negative one. Wow. So that means that if you fail in something once, it will take you 3 times more time to actually recover from that through positive experience. And you will need to basically succeed 3 times to forget that 1 time failure. So that really makes you think and understand why sometimes we are so negative towards ourselves and why we are so much more prone to think that we are not so successful, because our memory for negative experiences is so much stronger. So the first thing what you can do with this knowledge is to say, well, now I know about that negative bias that my mind always makes me go into. So that's already a great thing. The second thing that you could do is to bring a little bit of mindfulness, or let's say presence, towards that negative experience. So let us say you have failed in something. You have not done as good as you expected. You're feeling a little bit upset about it. Well, be curious about that experience. See where exactly that feeling of failure is manifesting in your body. Take a witness perspective and have a look, what this experience do to you. So that's that moment of, self-knowledge and self-discovery. And you may learn so much about yourself. Now, try not to go into that experience of, aversion and trying to push away certain emotions. It is what it is, we feel bad when we fail, and that's a human experience. All you can do about is to accept that that's what it is, and then just work to or learn about yourself from it. So that's already a completely different mindset, making your failure a subject of your meditation, basically. And then the third thing that I would advise you to do is to make sure that you celebrate your success. It basically just helps you to go into that mental habit of reminding yourself that you are succeeding quite a lot. So every time you succeed, you kind of tick the box. And the second time and the third time. And then when you fail, you're more likely to remember that behind you there were 3 successes. And if you fail, well, look at that experience as something that is temporary, something you can overcome through your ability and effort, and something you're going to learn from. So celebrating successes and learning from your failures, and remembering that it really is taking 3, successes for you to forget one failure. Now, somebody said that success is 99% failure. And I can tell you from my own experience that is true. And it does take you to knock on those 99 doors for that one door to open. But hey, when it opens, it feels amazing. And let's celebrate that one door that opened up. All right, so this is what I wanted to share with you. So we are getting closer and closer to the mindfulness program. I'm waiting for the first people to arrive. And let's stay in touch and stay tuned for the upcoming mindfulness course for those of you who are outside of the company settings, would like to do something for themselves. And finally, don't forget that I have announced my mindfulness and yoga retreat in Zeeland. It's a wonderful weekend in a beautiful yoga bee in the end of August, where you can join me for a long weekend of doing something for yourself, doing some yoga, mindfulness, and staying in the nature. Thank you a lot for your time again, and have a wonderful week. Remember, 3-to-1 ratio. Remember your successes and try to learn from your failures. Bye-bye, everyone.